we'd like to thank our sponsors. So this would obviously not help, we wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't have our sponsors. So I'd like to thank our College Central network, along with Mountain Sac and Live and Jackie Kennedy Harris and 06 Media. Thank you for, helping in this event. And some of these sponsors that we've had have obviously done it over a period of time and many years. So we appreciate your partnership.
It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Ralph Jacota. Did I say it right?
Jagodka, but pretty close.
Jagodka. Sorry, I've been practicing. I've been the thing I've been most worried about for this whole conference was saying your name right. I do apologize. He is a professor of business management at Mount Sac. He teaches small business management, entrepreneurship, and international business. Vice chairman of the United Abacus Arithmetic Association. Many years in private sector experience across industries and countries. He's appointed by the U.S. Secretary of Commerce to the District Export Council of Southern California, where he served a 4-year term. And today he's going to present on websites, career web tools for student equity. So excited to hear about that. So thank you for joining us today.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Greg. And gosh, I got to tell you, I really, really appreciate the opportunity to be here and to be able to share with you, really a lot of the resources that I built over a period of time. What I'm going to be sharing with you today is really something that's was created over a period of time with my students in mind. I got feedback from them and wanted to be able to create something that would be able to help them to identify careers, to really prepare for careers. So here we go. First, again, as you mentioned, my name is Ralph Jacota, and I'm a professor at Mount Sac, but I like to develop websites and do a little bit of programming on the side as well. So that's what kind of led me to these resources and the ability to create them. So this is our agenda for today. I just wanted to kind of go through it real quick with you if I could. First, I'll just give you a little bit of history about what the tools are, why and how they were developed. Then I'd like to show you some multiple starting points. So when you're working with your clients or students, a lot of different ways to get started to be able to help them navigate the resources. From there, I'd like to demonstrate and also give you the opportunity to view and test out the pages so you can see exactly how they can be utilized. And then, of course, we'll kind of conclude it with some testimonials and, of course, Q&A. So let's jump into it. First, why these tools? What happened? Well, as a professor, I've been teaching now for about 25 years, and I get a lot of student feedback and a lot of students that come to me, especially in the area of international business. And one thing is common. They're almost always overwhelmed by the types of careers that might be available in international business. They really aren't sure how to get started. And they want a lot of resources, but they want them free and they want them on one page, because the problem that they tell me is that they often get overwhelmed. There's too many different choices, too many places to go. So in 2018, I began to develop some very discipline-specific free career resources for all of my students. I started with international business, and then, of course, I expanded it. In 2020, I shared the resources at a classified flex day activity at the college at Mount Sac, and I received some very positive feedback. As an example, SL, shared your handout with our counselors and faculty, and we'll also share with our students. I believe it is an excellent resource. So you know what? That motivated me. It got me to say, you know what else can I do to really provide the best resources to help others, help students and clients prepare for careers, but to do it for free, okay? No charge whatsoever. So this is my solution. What I came up with, I want something that's easy to use. So these are all web-based resources with multiple starting points. Second, I wanted for any type of a setting. You could use these face-to-face in a classroom setting, in a small meeting setting, or virtually. I wanted any type of a device to really be able to use these well. So they're optimized and responsive to mobile, okay, which our students tend to live on, tablets, laptops, or desktop. I also wanted to have complete solutions on single web pages. So again, avoiding people kind of getting lost and forgetting which screen or which tab they're on. And then I wanted something that everybody could use. So not just for international business and small business management, but for any discipline, all industries and categories. So in essence, it's an integrated solution. It's free, quick, simple, complete, and accessible. So there's a lot of starting points that we could use. And I wanted to kind of just show you, if I can, a short video that introduces 5 ways to begin using these resources that I developed. Here we go. Okay, basically what you saw, the 5 different ways to be able to get started are all on this consultopedia.com career page. And all of the options were really built in a way to and designed to try to make it easy when you're working with students or clients to help them kind of navigate and figure out, well, what's the best way for me to get started? So this is what the page will look like. At the very top, you'll see 6 different links up there, which are just quick links that'll take you directly to the page. Just below that, of course, we'll also have the links along with helper videos, typically about 3 minutes each, but they'll describe what's on the page along with the links. From there, I have two additional pages that weren't listed today, and these are ones that are for job searches, but these are specific as an example of someone who's going to community college and they're looking for a job that's entry level with an associate's degree or less. Well, that's one of the specialized job search engines that I built for you. So that's all on there. Additionally, there's a lot of information that's provided, and much of this you might be familiar with from ONET Online, from Career One Stop, and then I've also built my own custom algorithms through custom search engines. In other words, this gives active links that are specialized to whatever the search was for, but they never get old. So what you see this afternoon might be different than what you saw this morning. Then at the bottom of the page, I like to have just a little bit of information to help students kind of move forward, to be able to say, well, okay, now I have this information, how do I take action? So all of that's on one page, and it's real easy to navigate, but a great starting point to get us moving forward. At this point, I'd like to kind of demonstrate a page or two and then give you the opportunity to take a look at the page to see how it's being utilized. So the first one I'd like to show you is a keyword search, career and jobs page. So here we go.
To use this tool, all we simply need to do is to enter a keyword. This one starts off with a listing of a little over 77,000 different specific job titles that we can search. So as an example, if someone wanted to get into marketing as an example, we could click show results after we type in the word marketing. What's going to happen is that the page will continue to scroll down, and it actually identified for us 129 different job titles that are related to marketing. So this is what the job titles look like. Okay, as we kind of take a look at this list, you'll notice that there's two different ways we could use it. We could either filter the list by typing in a keyword that will limit the number of titles that are shown, or we could simply browse the list. In some ways, if the person is
want to know we're not seeing
what it is they
your
want to do,
page.
then typing in might be a good way to go. So as an example, if let's say they wanted to be a marketing manager, we could click show results after we type in the word marketing. What's going to happen is that the page will continue to scroll down, and it actually identified for us 129 different job titles that are related to marketing. So this is what the job titles look like. Okay, as we kind of take a look at this list, you'll notice that there's two different ways we could use it. We could either filter the list by typing in a keyword that will limit the number of titles that are shown, or we could simply browse the list. In some ways, if the person is pretty specific about what it is they want to do, then typing in might be a good way to go. So as an example, if let's say they wanted to be a marketing manager, we just have to type in the word manager. And now all of a sudden you'll find that there are all management positions within marketing. All we do is simply scroll down the list and we could find the one for marketing manager. On the other hand, in some cases, they have an idea of the type of job that they want, but maybe they would like to explore a little bit further some of the different types of proliferations in terms of titles that are available to them. By not limiting this list and simply scrolling through this pick list, you'll notice, again, they could view through and browse 129 different job titles. Hopefully, they'll be able to find some things in here that maybe they had never even considered before. Now, for the sake of our example, we're going to go ahead and assume that they wanted to become a marketing manager. So with this in mind, we'll go down and we'll select marketing manager as the area. All we need to do at this point is simply click on the link. When we click on the link, it does a little bit of heavy lifting in the back. The first thing it's going to do is provide existing job openings for that particular position. So it automatically will have the job listed for you. In some cases, if they would like to perhaps change or modify slightly that job title, they can. All you need to do is type in whatever differences you want. The locations automatically input, and it auto-populates based on your IP address and your location. Of course, you could put in any city and state in the US to get the results that you wish. You could limit this list and filter it by distance. So you could find jobs within 100 miles, 50, 25, 10, or 5 miles. And you could also, so let's say that we found within 10 miles of Montclair. Okay. And we have jobs either posted anytime or within 30 days, 10 days, probably within the last week or even yesterday. So within the last week, there were 36 different jobs that were actually listed for us. As we scroll down this listing, you'll notice that there is pagination. So folks could kind of go through and look at some of the different jobs that are currently available in the local area. Clicking on any one of these links will take you directly to the employer's application, the actual classified that's being listed. So it will give you the full job description, job specification, and the offer from the company. So this will take you directly to the company's ads. Scrolling down the page, you'll notice that there's a thing called Consultopedia Job Alerts. This allows you, for your client or student, to be able to enter in their name, their email address, and specify what type of job they want, and to type in the city. When they click submit, what this will do is it will put them into a listing where every day, free of charge, they'll be receiving job leads that are specific to the job that they want near the area that they specify or the city that they specify. And these will come in via email to their inbox every day. And of course, there's an opt-out. So if at any time they feel they no longer wish to receive those, simply click the unsubscribe button. Scrolling down this page, remember we selected the term marketing, right? She mentioned, well, now what we want to do is we want to be able to take the job title of marketing and relate that to different occupations or careers. So in the list below, you're going to find there are 52 different careers or occupations that relate to the word marketing that belongs in the title. So this table will show us the jobs that are related to marketing, okay, on the right-hand portion, and on the left-hand portion will be the careers that are related to those as well. So simply by scrolling through this list, you can help them to explore the different types of careers that are appropriate to different types of marketing titles and positions. So in this case, if let's say they wanted to get into that marketing manager, yeah, they could become a buyer or purchasing agent of farm products. They could be a variety of different types of jobs that are available and different types of careers. So in this case, what we're going to do is let's go ahead and choose the career marketing managers. So when we click on this, this is going to, again, do a little bit of heavy lifting in the background, and it takes an awful lot of ONET Online, Career One Stop, and other information that's all been aggregated on your behalf to make it real easy. The easiest way to work with a client on this is just to expand panels. When you do this, each of these accordion panels will expand accordingly. It starts off first with marketing managers with a description and some basic employment information. From there, we work into the core duties. And the core duties, again, as provided from ONET Online, are listed in the order of importance. This is great, and when I work with students, for example, I like them to take a look at the top 5 core duties and try to determine how right now, while they're still going to school, can they start to build experience and skill doing each of these things. So in this case, I asked them to consider different types of class projects, perhaps volunteering in their local community, perhaps taking on additional job duties and volunteering for certain tasks in the job place, anything they can to start building these types of skills, which will help them later in the application process for this type of a career. The same thing goes with supplemental duties a little bit further down the page. It continues on to work activities, and it continues down to specific work activities, gets into knowledge required, the skills required, the preparation required, the education required, the work experience required, and then we get to salary information. Now on this one, for salary information, all of the data are provided by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So all they would need to do is simply click on a state. Now, I'm going to choose California, which is our state, just to kind of highlight the type of information that's going to be available. Again, when you click on this, it does a little bit of heavy lifting in the background, but it will come back and have for you all of the details for a marketing manager for the 10 percentile, 25 percentile, median, 75 and 90 percentile, both on an hourly and annual basis. Additionally, it also has it for the pay period, and again, hourly or annual on a national scale. Now, you'll notice that after I did this, it broke down in other words, the accordions actually were minimized. So all we have to do is simply go up the page just a little bit, click on expand panels, and we can get ourselves back down to the section where we were before. So again, beyond the salary information, we also have certification as provided by Career One Stop. These are all different types of professional certifications that they could obtain, and it's worth their while. Each of these is a live link that will take them in a new window tab to that particular website so they could see what the qualifications are and requirements to receive that type of certification that's related to a marketing manager. The second type is professional associations. You know, professional associations are extremely important for folks in terms of, well, where do they get training? How do they become certified? How do they network within the industry or within that particular functional area to find different types of job opportunities, the hidden job opportunities that often exist. So this will list for you many different professional associations. Again, these are all live links. All they need to do is click and it will be updated. Now, these are updated real time, so as there's changes made in both the certifications and professional associations, they will be updated accordingly on this website. All of the ONET data as well are updated according to the recent databases. The most recent one as of the time of this recording was 26.2, which was updated as of February 2022. Now, job listings is the next section, and these are jobs that are similar occupational titles to the job that they had selected originally. So in this case, if let's say they were interested when they look through this list and they say, you know what, I'm looking through this, but I'd like to become a brand manager. I kind of would like to see what that's involved and see what type of jobs are available. All they have to do is click on this, and it's going to take them to a brand manager link. When they click on the brand manager link, it's going to show them all the different types of jobs that are available for a brand manager. And then again, in a similar fashion, all they have to do is simply scroll on down the list. Now, of course, according to a brand manager, there are 3 different occupations or careers that are related to it. And of course, marketing managers, the one that we selected before, is one of those. They are related. So let me click on that just for the sake of demonstration, just to pick up where we left off. Again, we expand all the panels. We could simply scroll on down the page. As we scroll down, we're going to see that beyond the different types of job listings, we also have starting a career. This is very helpful for a lot of our clients and students in the sense that it typically will show for most, but not all occupations, the top 10 other types of careers that have similar capabilities and interests. This is very helpful for people who are starting their career. So this way they could find perhaps other areas that might be helpful for them or other areas that they could explore in more depth. On the other hand, career changers might want to be able to find occupations that have similar general skills and experience. So again, up to 10 different occupations are listed for them, and these come in order of preparation and requirements that are necessary as prerequisites for the job. As we scroll on down the page, you're going to find there are some job-specific resources that are included here as well. These are custom search engines that have been created, and our algorithms basically created constantly updated web links that are available based on the category that's chosen. So the first one that we have are videos. So this will show you any and all types of videos searching the web that are related to the marketing manager position. The first one is mynextmove.org and their video. These are updated in real time. So what you're going to find tomorrow might be different than what you find today. So they're constantly updated, and you don't have any outdated links that will be listed here. In addition to that, there is pagination. So if you'd like to additionally explore more, you can. Every time as you click, there will be additional links that will appear. We also have live links, custom search engine for resumes related to the marketing manager. We also have them for job descriptions related to the marketing manager career. We also have for interview questions for marketing managers. We also have step-by-step preparation guidelines for people wanting to become a marketing manager. And we also have LinkedIn links, okay, that are all related to marketing managers or marketing manager jobs and careers. The easiest way I would recommend to work with someone so that they can archive this great amount of information page is to save it to a PDF file document. The way that I would do that is I would right click and I would say Adobe Acrobat and I would say convert web page to Adobe PDF. When I click on this, it will create, based on all of these expanded accordions, the entire page with everything that we've done to this point, and it will save it as an active Adobe PDF document. This means that all of the links that are visible on this page are clickable. This is a wonderful way to be able to help your clients to move through all of the different ideas and preparation guidelines for any career of their choice. And again, the great part about this site, okay, and this particular page is that they could choose any job that they wish. Again, from 77,000 different jobs that are available. So again, on one page, the idea is that we want to be able to provide something that is comprehensive, something that is updated, and something that is convenient for them to address and able to archive into a meaningful format for them.
Okay, what I would like to do at this point is to allow you some time to explore the page. At the top of each page, you'll find a little accordion that says how to use this page. That lists for you step by step how you might be able to navigate the page more effectively with your clients. So please either use the link consultopedia.com /career/careers, or simply use the QR code that I provided. Please take a couple of minutes to briefly explore the page. Okay, we have about 15 seconds left or so. So if you could please make your way back to the presentation. What I found about this page is that a lot of employers contacted me and said they love it because it helps them to complete a job analysis. So it helps them to determine the job descriptions and the job specifications for positions that they may have open. Okay, the next one I would like to show you is one that is very popular for a lot of my students, and it actually is for virtual and work from home careers and jobs. To use the work from home page, simply go to Consultopedia, hover over the career icon, and work your way down to virtual and work from home jobs.
Same thing, the page didn't change.
Page we have a problem again. I'm sorry.
Yes, we
Okay.
only see the time slide.
Okay. Let's see.
Matt, just stop share and reshare.
Right. I am doing that. Okay. And my apologies, folks. I'm not quite sure why. Okay. And let's see. And let's see. Okay. Okay. This is for virtual jobs. Here we go. To use the work from home page, simply go to Consultopedia, hover over the career icon, and work your way down to virtual and work from home jobs. When you click on this, this page will give you access to a lot of work from home or virtual jobs. And there's a variety of reasons why you might want to have one. It's especially convenient for new parents, full-time students, elders or people with special needs, maybe caregivers, community leaders and volunteers. Also, if you're in a military family or if you frequently move, it gives you a lot of flexibility and allows you to be able to go ahead and take advantage of work opportunities throughout the nation. So to use this page, all you do is simply scroll on down, and the first thing that it's going to do is provide for you 100 currently available stay-at-home and virtual jobs. This is a great way to be able to go ahead and get started. I developed this page for COVID especially, but afterwards it's also very useful because the trend these days is that there's an awful lot of folks who are continuing to work from home. So once you highlight a job here, as you can see, you could take a look at a variety of different ones, click on any one of the titles, and it will take you to the employer's webpage with the opportunity. So you could go ahead and make your application right away. But if you find a job here, maybe that you have an interest in, it could really help you to prepare appropriately for that job. So to help you to do that, after you've identified in step 1 a virtual stay-at-home job, then you go down to step 2 and enter a keyword. So let's say, for example, that you wanted to get into a customer service type job. Well, you could go in here and type in customer, okay, and if you type in the word customer and hit enter, it's going to go ahead and show you a variety of different jobs. In fact, there's 148 different job titles that are related to customers. So as we kind of scroll through this, we could select any one that we wish. The nice thing about it is that it is a filter list. So as we type in anything into this filter, so let's say we go customer service and we want to become a customer service representative. Once you go rep, all of a sudden you're going to notice that customer service representative is actually in the list. So let's say we select customer service representative. After we click on this, the page will take us down and show us additional active jobs that are located in our area that are related to customer service. And this will go down kind of like in the last video, will allow you to be able to go ahead and filter this either by distance or by recency or by city, so whichever way that you like. You could also sign up for job alerts for this and other positions where new job opportunities will be emailed and show up in your e-box automatically. And you could easily opt out once you find a position. As you scroll down the page, though, you're going to notice that actually there are 94 different careers that are related to customers. So what we did to make it convenient for you is we have the jobs related to the customer right alongside the careers or the occupations that are listed. So in this case, let's say that we chose customer service representative, which we can do. You just simply scroll down. You'll see there's an awful lot of jobs with customers that are related to it. Simply click on it. As you do so, what's going to happen is that the page will populate for you with all of the fields that we saw in the prior video. So you'll have your core duties, supplemental duties, work activities, knowledge required, the skills, preparation, the salary, certifications, professional associations, you name it, as well as internet career-specific resources to help you prepare. You could, of course, go ahead and expand the panels and more appropriately print the entire page with all the panels expanded to a PDF file for yourself. So there's a lot of different ways that you could go ahead and use this page, and this is extremely helpful, especially in a time when there are restrictions such as COVID and when employers are boosting their recruitment rate for work-at-home types and virtual types of jobs. Okay, again, I would like to give you a chance to be able to explore the page a little bit. So if you can, I'd like to give you about two minutes or so to go ahead and check it out. Please use the QR code. And again, you can check the how to use this page accordion, which will give you the step-by-step.
The QR code isn't showing. The video kind of froze, I think, on the first page.
Oh, okay.
But I put the link in chat.
Okay, thank you. I'm stopping share and I'll come back to you with that.
I have a question. How do you get to that section where it shows like the growth rate of the, and like the training and the education? I haven't been able to get to that part.
Okay, on the page, as you scroll down after you put in your keyword, it will show you a listing with a link to the left of the occupation and the actual job titles that are matched to those on the right side. All you do is click on one of the links on the left side. I believe this is on this page, it would be step 3. And then simply scroll down that same page and it will be there for you. Everything on this site is on one page. So
the site that we're seeing right now on the slide is the one that says 211, take 2.5 minutes to explore. That's
right.
what okay, just want to make sure.
Right.
Okay,
So then I
said a slide down and I thought maybe you were showing something else.
Oh, no. Actually, I did want to, because it's been a couple of minutes probably. What I'd like to do is, and again, I really truly apologize for the video. I'm not quite sure why that's happening today, but I want to show you one in particular that's very helpful for a lot of my students. And it's a video that talks about the different types of careers as they're matched to different disciplines and degree programs. So this one is very, very popular for a lot of my students. So again, please let me know if this video shows. It should start showing, but if not, please let me know and I'll reshare. We're going to explore today the careers based on college degrees and majors.
It's working.
Click on this link and you will go to the page. On this page, it covers all of the major divisions at Mount San Antonio College: arts, business, continuing education, humanities and social sciences, kinesiology and athletics, natural sciences, and technology and health divisions. So let's go ahead and select one just to get a feel for the types and scope and the depth of information that's being provided. Let's select the marketing and sales. When we make the selection, a page will load up that will have a variety of means for us to be able to take advantage of exploring careers in detail. At the very top of the page, there is, of course, a help menu, how to use this page. It takes students and staff and faculty step by step through the entire process. There's also a helper video which explains a little bit more about the types of information that can be found on the page. As we kind of scroll down the page a little bit more, you'll notice that there are 4 different selection boxes. There's the fastest growing marketing and sales careers. If we click on this, we'll notice that there's 177 different careers in marketing and sales that are all listed in descending order based on the number of perceived and projected job openings from 2020 to 2030. All we'd have to do is simply scroll down this list and we could find one that is specific for us. In some cases, the jobs that are available are not necessarily the same or are not immediately relatable to the different occupations. So for this reason, in all of these lists, you'll find to the right-hand side we have listed marketing and sales related jobs, and then of course the related occupations on the left-hand side. The second area or way that we could choose is by
the video stopped again.
So in this case, maybe we're looking for a job that would have the highest salary available for us. Starting off with the chief executive, which is vice president of sales or customer service, and working our way down. Again, all of these can be scrolled, all of these jobs are available, and the appropriate careers can be explored. The third way is by marketing sales career ladders. This is kind of a unique situation in the sense that we have 209 different careers listed here, and they're in descending order according to the extent of education and preparation required as a prerequisite for the job. So with this in mind, you'll find that number 5 usually is requiring graduate school. As we kind of scroll through this list, we may find something here that we really like and that we would like to be able to go ahead and get as a career and to develop. Well, if that's the case, and let's say it's we need a graduate degree to get there, as we continue to scroll down the list, we'll actually see more and more of these types of occupations that are getting easier and easier to obtain based on education preparation. So with this in mind, we could actually develop for ourselves a career ladder to help us move toward the career of our dreams. The next one is a listing of almost 1,000 different marketing and sales jobs. These are specific job titles. And a nice part about it is that you could actually search this 2 different ways. We could either filter the list by typing into this. The list will actually become smaller and get filtered as we continue to type. So if, let's say, we say marketing manager, we've got a variety of different marketing managers. As we eliminate the list again becomes full. The second way is to browse the list. So in some cases, maybe we're not sure what we want, but it could really be helpful for us to explore the field a little bit more simply by browsing the list. And as we browse through, we may come to find that, yes, there is a particular job that we would like to be able to go ahead and explore in more detail. So at this point, what we're going to do is I'm going to select Marketing Manager as an option to be able to, just to show us an example of what it will look like. But this would work in a similar way for any job that we like. When we click on Marketing Manager, it's going to go ahead and do some heavy lifting in the background. The first thing it will do is actually identify jobs that are currently available for us. As we continue to scroll down the page, you're going to find that there's a listing of 12 different occupations or careers that are related to the marketing manager job. So again, on the right-hand side of the table, we do have the jobs that are related to a marketing manager. And on the left side, we have the different occupations or careers that are related to that job. So in this case, there's 13 different ones, or 12 different ones that are actually available for us. As I scroll down, let's say I select Marketing Manager. Maybe that's really what I would like to do. When I click on that, it'll take a second. It's doing some heavy lifting in the background for us. But on this same page, by the way, if we scroll up, I mean, we could always, at some subsequent time later on, we could go ahead and make a change and select a different occupation, and similar results will show down here for us. Okay, what I'd like to do is give you a couple of minutes to go ahead and check out this site. And can you see the QR code?
No, we don't see it.
Okay, well, let me stop sharing, okay, and for some reason this is not working. Consultopedia.com/career by education. So what we're going to do, let me share just a website if I can, and I could get you to the page. If you go to consultopedia.com, we would be able to, and you go to the menu under careers, you just scroll on down to the careers by education, by degree and discipline. When you go to that page, it will again give you over 100 different careers. I mean, in terms of places to go to get all of the information that we need. At this point, I'm kind of blown away a little bit, and I truly apologize for the screen share. For some reason, it's not working properly. But I wanted to kind of open it up, if I could, since we have about 10 minutes, perhaps for questions, okay, that are related to the types of resources that were developed. And I'll have that chat open so this way we can answer anything that you might have on it.
How have your students been very receptive of this website? Are they using it?
Yes, they do. In fact, the students love it. And what they like about it is that they have the opportunity to use a lot of different starting points. You know, again, as faculty, one of the things I always do in my classes is refer them to resources that are available at the college. So I always tell them, say, you know, we have a career center, we have all, you know, the library, a variety of different resources that they could utilize that will be able to help them with their careers. And what I found, unfortunately, is a lot of times even with the referrals, they don't go. And, and then instead, I'll ask and I'll follow up with them and say, well, hey, how'd it go over there? You know, are you on your path to kind of move forward? And they say, well, you know, I just haven't. I said, well, you know, what's a good starting point for you? You know, what would be a good way for you to be able to get started to kind of explore this a little bit deeper? And a lot of times they say, well, I want to find something, but I'm not sure, you know, this is my degree, what I want to get a degree in, but I'm really not sure where to get started. So I say, okay. So I take them to that page. And then they have 4 different ways to get started. They could kind of look through those and try to identify for themselves which one might perhaps work out best for them, and which one might provide the, you know, be most appropriate for them at this given point in time. The other one that I found that's kind of helpful for them is when they take a look at the ones for the educational level. Because the second question I get a lot from a lot of my students is, well, you know, I don't have any experience and I want to find an entry level job. And the first thing that I find when I apply for an entry level job is they say, okay, well, what's your experience? You know, and they're going, well, wait a minute, this is a catch-22. How do we work this? So what I try to do is I try to work with them again to make sure that the referrals are being made to other college services and explain to them that really the way that you format your resume, the way that you network, the way that you present yourself is probably more important really than the initial search process itself. So trying to get them excited perhaps about working with some of these other folks on the campus. But at the same point in time, they want a listing to be able to start off with. So that's when I really use the education page and say, well, here's some that kind of like the example that we saw, let's say for only maybe an associate degree or less basis. You know, here's one where the majority of the people in the job have an associate's or less and less than 1 year experience. So these might be ones that you would be better off applying for perhaps, and then moving into some of these other types of positions. So it could really work, but it's, yeah, I found that, again, they keep coming back and asking questions. So I created an assignment where they really go on and do a little bit of career planning. And it's unfortunate, but a lot of times they really wait until after they graduate from college to start looking for a job. And my whole point as faculty is to try to work with them while they're still going to school and say, you know, there's many things that you can do right now to start preparing yourself, to start getting yourself ready so that when you do graduate, by the time you're like your 3rd year, which would be maybe from Mount San Antonio College, if they transfer and go to a university, that first year of the university, they should be in internships already at that point. They should be in their 2nd year at Mount Sac already into internships or work experience programs by working with some of our folks. And if they could do that, then they will have that experience so that when they do graduate, even for the entry level, they could actually show some qualifications.
So next year we will be March 1st through the 3rd, 2023 at the Doubletree Hilton at the Golf Resort in Palm Springs. We look forward to seeing you there. Think about it, save the date, start mentioning it, and plan it on your fiscal budget for next year so that we can see you live and in person.